Welcome to WSUS iHeartMedia Tri-State. Welcome, team.
How are you?
Great.
The foundations team. Okay, so what college did you attend and what degree did you pursue?
Bridgewater State University, Communication Studies.
Communication studies? Okay. Where were you when you were our age? When you were 18, 19 years old.
Going to college.
Going to college?
Is that the right answer?
Yeah, whatever.
I was by the time I was 18, I started my internship at my college radio station the first day I started at school, because I knew it's what I wanted to do. I think as long as you have clear goals, that can really help. But it's okay if you don't know what you want to do right away. I'm in the minority. I knew what I wanted to do since I was 12 years old. That's an extreme rarity. I call myself a 1%er, not for money, but I'm in the extreme minority where I always knew this was what I wanted to do. So the main thing is, use the experiences in college to your advantage.
Is there anyone that kind of inspired you? Like
Program directors in Boston.
Program directors?
Yep, I knew it's what I wanted to do, so they really, and DJs that I listened to growing up, and program directors especially. I really wanted to follow their model of success. Action-packed, these jobs tend to be, but when you love what you do, it isn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's still tiring, but it isn't work.
What's the toughest part of your job? Is there something you don't like to do, specifically?
Firing people. That's the worst. Yep, that's the worst. It's part of the job, but it's always the worst. You always try, but everybody's people. And as managers, we're people too.
Absolutely. Is there, specific skills that you think someone should possess to, be one of the directors?
I think dedication and a hunger for knowledge. Be a sponge. And again, this can work for radio and other fields as well. As long as you're dedicated and a sponge and follow the right people for mentors and follow the right process, and always stay learning. That's the big thing.
Okay. What have been your keys to achieving your level of success?
Wham! And Taylor Swift, definitely. No.
Who's that?
I know about the Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she gets results. I think it goes back to my last answer, really. Dedication and being a sponge to your mentors and always trying to find solutions. Being optimistic, that's really big.
Optimistic?
Yep, staying optimistic, because that's contagious. People can feed off that.
How do you balance your personal life and your professional life?
Oh boy. Trying to get better with balance every day, because balance is very important. And when I was in Boston quite often, I didn't have enough personal balance. So every day, it's a process. Every day I'm trying to get better with the personal balance in addition to career. And career is what took me here, So in radio, you always have to be ready to move to opportunity like that. But still, you have friends, you have family and all that, so you always try to maintain the balance. Always try. It's a goal. Goals are good. Remember, like we said, goals are good. And I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to improve.
Is there any obstacles you had to overcome? Anything, big that was kind of hard for you, like a challenge?
Moving. In radio, you always have to be ready to move to opportunity. And in Boston, I worked my way all the way up, market 10 to assistant program director. Had 50 people on my team. But to rise in the programming ranks, you need to go to a smaller pond and be a big fish there. And then work your way up, just like that. So moving away. I mean, I grew up in Boston my whole life. All my family and friends were there, are still there. And but I always told them when the call comes, I'm gonna move. We have to do it. I love it here, but I love this. I wanted to do it since I was 12. And to advance, you need to be ready to move wherever you have to go. So when I was 31, I moved away from every single person I knew and loved for this, not knowing anybody at all. Just for career. And I said, okay, I don't know if I'm going to make new friends. I don't care. I'm here for career, to prove myself. And the night before my interview, I met my first friend, and 2 years later, he's still my best friend here.
Wow. would you say it was worth it then, moving from Boston to you?
Absolutely. Every job you take should be for knowledge, not the next quickest paycheck or biggest paycheck, because that's what everyone else does. So, when you take every job in your 20s for knowledge instead of the paycheck, by the time you're in your mid-30s, 40s, companies will start paying you for your knowledge and experience, which you gained more than anyone else because they kept going from job to job for the next quickest buck. So then by the time you're in your mid-30s to 40s, companies will seek your expertise and knowledge, experience, and then they'll pay you for that, and that's a big way to jump ahead.
So, like you said, the sponge thing again, just soak up all the knowledge you can. Kind of.
Yep, be a sponge. Exactly. Be a sponge. That's what brought me here, and I'm being chased by bears every day. So yeah, it worked out great.
Well, I think that's everything. Do you guys have anything to add? Any other questions?
I do not. No.
I thought that was gonna lead into something there.
I really was expecting something. I was almost like nervous, like, uh-oh, what's he been cooking up? Uh-oh.
I guess, what's your favorite part of your job?
That's a great question. A little bit of everything. There's the pride when you do something that sounds so great. When you hear it on your car radio speakers that you've been listening to since you were a kid, and you hear something that you did that sounds awesome. That's how we make the magic happen. Everything you hear on WSUS comes through this board and these computers. So here's how we know what to do. At 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'm playing Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Then into Faith Hill, Holly Jolly Christmas. This computer right here shows us how long we have to talk. So it has a nice little bright green line, just like that. You can come over if you want to see the magic behind that. Just like that. So it says, Steve, start talking now, and Steve, stop talking there. So then you go for that, and then it's just... Right. 102.3 WSUS, the Christmas station. Good afternoon. I'm SteveAllen, just after 3. Dean Martin, Elvis Presley. Yeah, it's that kind of party. They are both next after Faith Hill.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
And bam, that's how we make that magic happen. Just like that. And then, yeah, we're good. Now you've seen it all. There you go.